Jay here, your favorite Gen Xer. Welcome to the cruising section of my YouTube channel. I'm going to make a disclaimer right now and let you know that my goal is not to become a cruise vlogger. There are many out there with thousands of subscribers doing a great job. I follow several myself, such as Ilana with Life Well Cruised, Tony with La Lido Loca, Gary with Tips for Travelers, and Jay with Ship Life are all cruise vloggers that I like to watch on YouTube. This section of my channel will be based on my own personal experiences and opinions, and I do hope that you find some value in the content that will enhance your cruising experience in some way. Now let's get to the topic of today's video and get to the cruising part. So our topic for today is going to be the top 5 ways to start shopping for a cruise. Number 1, let's get right in. Cruise line websites. You can have several windows open at once. I usually have maybe 2 open because I don't shop that many cruise lines. When you first go to these sites, you can go ahead and enter your email address in the pop-up that's sure to appear. And then you will start getting promotional offers and emails from the cruise lines as well. I still get anxious about booking as there doesn't seem to be a general season for the best deals. They're always changing. This month you might get Wi-Fi, drinks, onboard credit. 3 months from now you might get a cabin upgrade, onboard credit, and gratuities. Right now I have my eye on a cruise in December of 2025. And I keep checking the price about every month or so, and I am keeping track. A little bit more about this later. You can see here every cruise line that I've got pulled up right now is having specials. 70% off Second Sailor on all voyages. But I can tell you what, that does not equate to 70% off the solo supplement, which is the biggest downer to being a solo cruiser. Holland America here is having 40% off, summer savings, free fares for guests 3 and 4. Doesn't help me a lot because I travel solo a lot. Here we got MSC, cruise from $179, drinks and Wi-Fi. So they all have these specials going on. World America, I tried to book a specific week on the World America for next April to join some friends I met on a recent cruise and was unable to book a solo cabin. I could book for 2, but not for solo cabin. Other MSC ships I could. So I'm pretty sure it's because the ship is new and they're just trying to fill it up with as many people as possible. Our second way is a site called Vacations to Go. And this is one of my favorite search sites. You can search by details that other sites don't offer and easily click into changes. And you'll receive periodic emails with detailed information that can easily be filtered. Okay, this is something that I'm looking at right now. I want cheapest balcony for singles. Okay, and I can sort by the single supplement over here on the right. And most of these, they're separated by geographical areas and from supplement from 0 up to 100. As you can see, this one right here is an Alaskan cruise, leaves next week, and it is almost $7,000 for 8 nights. Yikes! That's a 0 single supplement, but still, it's $7,000 for 8 nights. That's pretty pricey. Most of these lower supplements are going to be in Alaska. Where was the first part we were at? Yeah, Canada, Alaska cruises, even the European cruises. When I get down to, oh gosh, let's see, the Arctic. Look at this. This is a 9-night cruise, Oslo to Oslo, $20,000. But it's a balcony. Hey, it's a balcony. But a 0 solo supplement. But $19,000 for 9 nights? Yikes. Asia, there's nothing there. Australia, Bahamas. That's 56%. That's pretty low for the Bahamas or anything in the Caribbean, honestly. But that's 4-night cruise for $2,300. Ugh, I think that's a little steep. You can see most of these are 100% or close to. Bermuda, same thing. Not much there. Caribbean, this we've got a 7-night. This looks like a pretty good deal. $3,100 for a balcony. That's probably the best deal I've seen on a solo supplement for the Caribbean in quite some time. But that's on the Icon, which I can tell you that pricing has gotten a lot better. I looked at this a few months ago, and this same balcony cabin for a solo was about $10,000 on a 7-night cruise. So I did not book that cruise. Number 3 is Cruise Plum. A fellow solo cruiser turned me onto this site. Remember when I mentioned checking for price decreases on a specific cruise? On that one I was booking for December, looking to book for December 25. This site allows you to set up specific pricing, but I haven't yet found a way to get alerts for any pricing change, although it might be here. I just haven't found it yet. I'm going to click on solo supplements, show solo deals. Okay, and so here we've got, this is just everything. This is, the cruises on this site have a maximum solo supplement of 25%. Okay, that's great. There's 19 pages of them. See if we can sort. Yeah, we can sort by, these are negative. These are in the negative numbers. But look where they are. They're in, you know, Barcelona, Martinique. These are all round trip. Here's one from Miami. That's a pretty good deal. On the Seascape, 7-night, that's inside. Ugh. Yeah, I like balcony. Let's look at balcony. Shanghai, Monte Carlo. Yeah, balcony cabins. You're going to have to travel for those. But you can. There's 4 ways to find solo deals on Cruise Plum. So let's see what others they have. Okay, so as we are finding out, solos pay more to cruise and enjoy the luxury of cruising. And I have seen some pricing they're talking about here. This looks at, now this is from 2016, but I do see these pricing scenarios pop up and it's crazy. So I've got an ocean view for $9.99, or I can get an inside cabin for $17.98, or studio for $12.99. So why on earth would I do that? Why wouldn't I just buck up $100 and get a balcony for $1,000? I would definitely do that. And this kind of pricing is seen often. I found it when I was originally doing this video, but then I couldn't get back to it. So, and now it's gone. So, so you got hot deals, last minute deals, low supplements, which I think is where we were just now, a few minutes ago. So let's look at, I don't want to choose the ship. Let's look at the departure port. Okay, I want to part Florida, and let's look at Tampa because there's only 2. Okay, Carnival Paradise, December, 5 days in a suite for $2,700. That's not bad, but 5 days is a little short. And Serenade of the Seas in March, that might be during spring break. That's an inside cabin. Base fare $500. They're saying that's the best rate. Let's see if we can click into it and see. Okay, Ocean View balcony. For balcony cabin, $1,276. That's not bad, but I don't know what that would include. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you if that includes Wi-Fi or drinks or gratuities or any onboard credit. So, but it is a good place to start. It's a good place to start. Number 4, travel agents. I know there are travel agents who don't want to hear they are this far down the list. I am sure travel agents provide value and are professional and responsible. The key is finding the right one with the experience, knowledge, and integrity you can trust. I have heard some horror stories. For me personally, I feel like I would drive a travel agent nuts. I'm very detail oriented. I insist on selecting the cabin and I can navigate the small print very well. I just don't need the hand holding that I believe a travel agent provides, at least on some level. But if it's your first cruise, or if you are uncomfortable booking a cruise on your own, or you don't have time to do the research, by all means seek out a travel professional that is highly recommended and, if possible, specializes in cruises. Also, many people think they have to pay a travel agent or that the trip will cost more, and this is simply not true most of the time with cruises. Rounding out the top 5 at number 5 are a group. It's a group of miscellaneous sites such as cruises.com, iCruise.com, cruisedirect.com, Passion for Cruises USA, as well as Expedia, TripAdvisor. These sites are basically broad search engines that focus on cruising, and I have found very little price differences when comparison shopping just this week. There is also Expedia, TripAdvisor, and the like. These sites might be more helpful to those who also need to book flights and rent cars and hotels, and also are in a points or rewards program. Some of the cruise lines do offer airfare and hotel packages. I don't have experience with that, partly because I only cruise from ports I can drive to. Luckily, I'm in Florida, so there are a few options. Personally, I prefer these sources of cruise booking info in the order presented, with my number one preferred way to shop being the cruise line websites. I have total control over my booking, can play around with itineraries and pricing. Some of the cruise lines provide a dedicated representative to you, and they can be very helpful. My personal cruise consultant with Holland America was able to answer my questions promptly in advance of my first solo cruise last December regarding the dinner menu and availability of certain foods, usage of the onboard credit. She was able to move up my boarding time and got me some extra onboard credit applied to the cruise that I currently have booked. But it has also been my experience that other cruise lines are more like call centers, and the staff is not that well versed in the details and policies, and you probably won't speak to the same person twice. All the cruise lines are just a little bit different. Hopefully, these top 5 ways to shop for cruise deals will help you plan the cruise or cruises of your dreams. Thanks for watching today's cruise video here on Lighthouse Top 5, and I hope to see you here again soon. If you have any questions or comments about today's video, just leave it below and I will respond as soon as I can. See you next time, and for now, go book that cruise.